Welcome to the Capital City Saints, your home for St. Paul Saints baseball. Every week, we're bringing you the stories, highlights, biggest moments, and the personalities that make this team one of the most entertaining in baseball. From CHS Field to every stop along the season, we're celebrating the players, the fans, and the tradition that makes the Saints baseball unlike anything else.
Welcome back to Capital City Saints, your one-stop shop for everything St. Paul Saints baseball. The Saints took on the Omaha Storm Chasers last night, and we'll get into the game recap in just a second here. But first, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well for more St. Paul Saints content, and comment down below any questions, comments, or concerns that you have. All right, let's get into the result from last night. Game one of the series in Omaha ended up in a 6-3 win for the Storm Chasers. Saints got on the board early, or at least first, in the top of the third inning. Go up 1-0. Storm Chasers battled back to score 2 in the bottom of the third. They took the 2-1 lead. They extended that lead to 3-1 in the fifth inning, where the Saints then scored 2 to tie it. 3-3 in the top of the fifth. In the top of the sixth. And then in the bottom of the eighth, the wheels fell off the wagon here as the Storm Chasers scored 3 in the bottom of the eighth to win the game. End up winning the game 6-3. Saints ended up getting 8 hits, committed 1 error in that game. The Storm Chasers had 10 hits and 2 errors in their game, or in that game. Morgan ends up getting the win 4-0. Marco Raya takes, he's 4-0. Marco Raya takes the loss and falls to 4-5 on the year. Bummer gets the save for his first of the season. This game took approximately 2 hours and 54 minutes, and there was 2,373 fans in attendance in Omaha. Saints, again, they are now have fallen to 58-44 on the season. Ricky Castro started this game for the Saints. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits and 2 earned runs with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Just an okay start. Could have been better. Could have been way worse. But so I just kind of say that's an average start there. Marco Raya again took the loss. He went an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits, and was credited with all 3 earned runs in the 8th inning. So he did not pitch very well in the 8th inning. Ended up getting pulled in the 8th inning. He had the 7th inning where he pitched well, and then the 8th inning he got pulled after 1 out with a couple of runners on, and then the Storm Chasers ended up scoring those couple of runs. So Marco Raya got credited with all 3 runs in the 8th inning. A couple more things to go over here. Fedko ended up going 1 for 4 with a walk in RBI, but he did strike out 3 times in that game. So Gabby Gonzalez went 0 for 4. Kalen Culpepper went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. I mean, these, it's the kind of the same thing with the Twins this year, over in St. Paul at the MLB level. I should say the last couple years. These hitters are just striking out too much. And my big thing is, if you put the ball in play, the defense is at least forced to make a play on the ball and on the hit, and you can at least maybe get on base due to an error, even if the ball is hit right at a defender. And if you put the ball in play, you're going to get hits too. Some of those are going to just drop in for actual hits. One guy that did do well last night, I think he was the only person I'd say that had a good game in the game last night, was Walker Jenkins. He went 2 for 3. He did score a run, and he got walked twice. So coming up and having that eye for, what pitches are actually balls and actually being able to take walks too is another good thing. And obviously you don't want to just go up there and look at 3 straight pitches and strike out and say you thought they were balls. Like, you still got to know the strike zone well enough. But I just think that that Walker Jenkins is proof that, even in these bad games, and again, they only lost by 3 runs, that you can still take pitches and you can work a count and walk and you just getting on base is it's going to sound like Moneyball, but getting on base is the most important thing, and making the pitcher, the starter, at least work for his outs, and then being able to get into that bullpen deeper and being able to, get the bullpen moving earlier than normal is always a good thing, because you were going to face this team 5 more times after this game, and you can capitalize on the bullpen arms being tired at different points throughout the series. So just working counts, I think, is and walking and just getting on base any way possible, and working the count and putting the ball in play are, I think, the 2 most important things to the success of this team this year. The Saints did leave 10 runners on base, so that was another massive thing too. Is they just could get guys on base, I guess, but they just could not get them around to actually score. They were 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position as well, so not great there. They do play the Storm Chasers here at noon. It's a 12:05 Central Standard Time game. It is Baker against Black. In this one, Trent Baker taking the ball for the Saints. He's got a 6.29 ERA. He has 3-3 on the year. He's got the 39 strikeouts on the year as well. Black, Mason Black here is a right-handed pitcher. He's 0-2 on the year. He has a 6.54 ERA with 36 strikeouts. So that game, as I'm recording this, starts in about an hour and 20 minutes. We'll be watching that one closely here, and we'll get a recap out tomorrow of that game as well. If you do want to see a recap of that game, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Leave a like down below so that the algorithm pushes this out to more people, and let's continue to grow the we want to be the best community here in all of minor league baseball. So let's continue to grow that. We'll see you next time. Peace.